On February 14th, 2011, this is Polling You number 40, Part 2, Environmental Factors and Penalty Doubles, on Day 6. Greetings, welcome back, Bridge friends. This is Michael here at Bridge Hands with our pre-Valentine's Day special, and we're going to take a look at our hand number 1. We're going to modify it a little bit, and I think that North is going to be quite happy with this. We're going to take these two black aces, go from west to north, and we'll take the red kings, bring them from north to west. What a deal. Here we go. Black aces going one way, red kings coming the other. Okay, let's go ahead and bid it and play ball. All right, so once again, everybody is vulnerable, and west, you are the dealer. In diamonds, ace, king, queen, jack, 5 times, 10 points. In hearts, king, 10, 9, 8, another 3. 1 for distribution for the 5th diamond. Opening, 1 diamond. Over to north. North, oh my goodness, what are you going to do with this rascal? Look at those spades. Ace, king, jack, 10, 9, 8 times. What a whopper of a suit. You've got 2 red singletons, and in clubs, ace, 10, third. So an 8, 3, 1, 1 shape with very nice spades, 100 honors to boot. What do you want to bid? Well, some people will go 1 spade. Some people will go 4 spades. Some people will double and then bid their spades. We normally do that type 2 type of double with 18 points or more. Although this one, when you consider the number of losers, 2 losers in clubs, 1 in diamonds, probably none in spades, 1 in heart, 4 loser. Gosh, I don't know. Some people would probably open this hand to clubs if there hadn't been a bid before it. But probably most people would not. One of the questions I would ask is that what's the vulnerability? Everybody's vulnerable here. And another would be is what's the trump suit? Well, it's the master suit. So one nice thing about this hand is they have the ability to rebid. If this happened to be 8 hearts, I don't think there'd be any doubt. I would go to 4 hearts right away, make them guess. But when it's spade suit, you can't really be outbid at the same level. There's a lot of different styles. There is no one, in my particular point of view, that is absolute. Some people will do this thing we talked about in the environmental factors, walking the dog. They'll say, hey, well, it's just opening values. It's not going to pass out. They'll go 1 spade, 2 spades. When they go 3 hearts, they'll go all the way up to 4 spades and not probably worry about it passing out, because knowing that there's going to be a big fit where? In the heart suit. If they've only got a singleton heart, there's not many spaces here in spades. There's going to be a big heart fit. And that would be the other question to ask. Do you worry about them getting a 4-heart fit? If they have 4-4, 5-3, 6-2, something like that, or maybe more, then maybe just shutting it out at 4 spades might be good. One other question is there possibility for slam for north-south? Well, what would they need? Either 2 red aces and a king or maybe a queen of clubs to be able to do a finesse, 1 red ace and a king queen of clubs, or maybe a king jack of clubs, a finesse opportunity. Slam isn't probably real strong. Some people will do 4 spades. Let's just say that this player does a double and then plans on bidding spades next. 4 spades if necessary. So we have 1 diamond, 1 spade. Well, it would certainly be a bid over here. Same hand as before. 4, 5, 6, 1 distribution for the 5 hearts. In clubs, queen, jack, third. 9 high, 1 distribution. A fit with partner in diamonds. Shortness in spades. Yeah, it would be 2 hearts again. How about south? Same hand as before. 2 spades, no more, no less. 4 triple 3, spread honors. In this case, once we hear hearts in the west hand, this hand becomes huge. In this case now we have a beautiful trump fit, and we have a void. Yes, a void in spades. We normally get 1 point for a doubleton, 3 points for a singleton with good trump fit, and with a void, 5 points. So what does that upgrade our hand to? We have our 10 points plus 3, 13 high, 1 distribution, 14, and 5 makes 19. Even if our partner's only got 6, we can provide game values. So, West, you'll go to 4 hearts. Well, North, your worst fear came through, didn't it? They did find their heart fit. But you're still going to go 4 spades, aren't you? Yes, you are. You have singleton in the red suits. So you did a double, and now you're bidding 4 spades, and your partner knows you had that type 2 hand, the hand that you were going to double first and then show your suit. And you do it even at the 4 level, and vulnerable at that. So now it comes back to East. Well, East has just got marginal values, pushed to get a 2-heart bid, and with only one primary honor, the ace, is going to pass. A pass by South, and now the decision is back to West. Well, our partner's got 10 points, came in at the 2 level, and we have such purity with a void in spades. This is a tough decision. They bid the master suit. Do we want to go to 5? If they do go to 5 on 5 spades, what will we do next? We should be thinking ahead a little bit. There's no absolutes when it comes to bidding at the 5 level. I think, though, with this type of shape, it makes sense to probably push. It's a difficult decision that North has given us. I think it's probably a good one with this type of a hand, though, and to bid 5 hearts. Well, back to North. The slugfest continues. Do you want to go to 5 spades? I don't think so. You fully bid your hand. Do you want to double? Well, no. Your values are all in the 2 suits. In fact, they're almost all in spades of your strength. So you're going to leave the final decision up to partner. You're happy that you got him to the 5 level. You've got a singleton. Maybe partner's got a surprise for him in hearts. So a pass, and in South, well, you hope this King of Clubs might provide some value. Your Queen of Spades no good. Jack third, only on a lucky day will the Jack provide something. So I think you'll pass. So the auction, 5 hearts in the East. And so the opening lead is a low spade. Immediately ruffed by the dummy, and North plays a 2 of spades. In this case, where there's no more spades left in the dummy, we can once again use a suit preference signal. A low number provides a low ranking suit we want. We want a club. A higher ranking would say we want a higher in the suit. We want a diamond. Obviously not the hearts, that's their suit. And once again, we only do this when it's either no more left on the dummy or the dummy is going to win the next trick. For those of you who don't play the suit preference signals, that's fine, no problem. Okay, so it's won by West. What next? Well, this is a critical play. When you get these types of hands where you have 2 honors on one side and 1 top honor on the other side, you ought to think about going to the side with 2 honors and splitting those first. If you play this one, the King of Hearts, if the shape is bad, then you can't do a finesse the other way because you've already used the 1 finesse cover card. You need that sentinel there. So we must play a low heart up to the ace or the queen first of all, if the shape is such that the opponents, we need to finesse on the south side. Okay, so we're going to play a 9 of hearts to the queen. They both follow. We had a 9-card suit. So it could be a 5-4-2-2, or the more likely 5-4-3-1, which occurs 50% of the time. The 2-2 only occurs 40% of the time. All right, so far so good. We now play our ace of hearts, and we get a follow from south. We play our 10 of hearts, and North shows out. Good, okay. Well, we kind of expected by bidding 4 spades that we would do a finesse across through the south hand, right? If there was all those spades that were in the north hand, double, and then bid 4 spades, we left more vacant spaces for the 3rd heart in the south hand. Good, okay. And we got a 10 of clubs discard from North, encouraging that suit, which kind of confirms the low spade before. Okay, play another heart up to the king in dummy, and it's time to make our play. Well, we've got, it looks like 5 diamond tricks, don't we? And we can pitch 1 club And it looks like that will help to make our game. So we play the ace of diamonds, follows. The king of diamonds, North shows out. Queen of diamonds, and our jack of diamonds. And on our eight of diamonds, we're going to pitch a club. Okay, so we put a loser on our promoted suit. We now play a club. They take it with the king. Another club by them. They take it with the ace. And we have two trump. So we do make our 5-level contract, which we were pushed into. Going back and taking a look at it, had the north-south begin with the clubs, they would have still had their two tricks, but because we have secondary honors, this queen-jack would have held up and provided value after all. So in retrospect, had North bid for spades directly, they probably would have bought the auction. I don't think that East-West would have been able to find 5 hearts at this point. It would have gone 1 diamond, 4 spades, can't bid, can't bid. I'm not so sure somebody would do a reopening double, or if it would be taken as a reopening. They'd probably think it was a penalty double, a cooperative double. It would be a heck of a mess, wouldn't it? So in this case, North, for those of you who would have wanted to bid 4 spades, kudos to you. It worked this time. Other times it may not quite be so favorably, but this is a game of bridge, and there's a lot of choices, a lot of guesses. And that's what makes the game exciting, doesn't it? There isn't a lot of certainty on some of these extreme hands. These freak hands, we bid them as best we can. Okay, so in our third variation, we're going to go ahead and make a 5-heart hand over on the other side here. So this king of hearts is going to be on side. So we're going to take the ace of hearts, give it over to west, maybe a little heart, give it over to west. Take the ace of spades, give it to east, and a low club, and we'll give it to east. And once again, everybody is vulnerable. West deals. West, ace, 10, 9, 8, 5 times, 4 points. Diamonds, the lovely ace, queen, jack, 8, another 7 points, makes 11. So 8 and 7. Let's take a look at North. North, you've got 3 kings, 9, a jack of spades, 10, and several distribution points, probably 3. Looks like you're going to bid 1 spade. Here again, if your partner was a passed hand, you might make some dramatic bid, especially if your side was non-vulnerable. But 1 spade looks fine. When you think about it, your side only has 6 losers. Doesn't take but 3 covers from partner to make a game. 2 losers in clubs, 1 in diamond, 1.5 in spades, 1 in heart, and oh, by the way, this heart king is looking prime. Remember last time? The heart bidder was behind us. This time the heart bidder is in front of us. Great. Okay, over to east. Ace of spades, doubleton. Queen, third of hearts. Going to be able to support partner's heart suit. 4 diamonds, 10, 9, 7, 5. And in clubs, quackers, queen, jack, 4 times. At least they're connected. So it looks like with 9 points and maybe 1 distribution for the doubleton in spades, 2 hearts seems just right. In south, you have your same hand, the flat 4 triple 3 with 4 spades. You're going to go 2 spades and back over here to north. Well, we mentioned you have 14 points. We normally like to take a look at a competitive auction hand like this from a standpoint of how many losers we have. We have 2 losers in hearts now that partner supported the suit. We have 1 loser in diamonds, that's 3. 2 losers in clubs. Remember, we only count the first 3 cards in the suit. So we have the 9 and the 8 are considered losers. So that makes a 5 loser. If there wasn't a bid by North, we would probably just go to game. But in this case, because partner might have been just competing, might have been a little on the weak side, we should probably count it as though it's a 6 loser. And with 6 loser hands is typically where we do help suit game tries. We don't need any help in diamonds. We do need help in clubs. So we have a suit fit with partner in hearts. We now bid 3 clubs. This is the help suit game try. And this is just a little bit unconventional I just wanted to throw in today. So we're going to bid 3 clubs. Partner, can you help us in clubs? If so, let's bid game. North is going to go ahead, I think, and bid again. Is going to bid 3 spades. Say, partner, I'm not chopped liver. I've got a pretty good hand. My suit will pretty much take care of itself. Thank you for supporting me. So 3 spades it is. yes, we may push them to 4 hearts. But in this case, after hearing the help suit game try in clubs, we know that they're going to look good in clubs. They're going to probably make it. So our partner over in the east hand heard that West wants help in clubs. By golly, we can help in clubs, can't we? We've got Queen, Jack, 4th. So we had a fit in hearts. Partner's asking for us to go to game with help in clubs. We can. So we're going to bid for hearts because we can support the club suit. After that, no bid for South. Pass. North has already fully described his hand, is going to pass also. The opening lead is a Jack of Spades, the top of interior sequence. Could be a queen in the dummy and ace by partner, so this is a good lead. In this case, the ace of spades is held by East. So from the declarer's hand, West, you can do a pitch. Look at that, there's nothing to pitch. Isn't that a disgusting experience? Is that here we've got a 5-4-4 and a void in spades. So this ace of spades actually provided us no good at all, did it? We can pitch a diamond or a club. It's just not going to help us. Okay, well, such is the makings of bridge. So what are we going to do? Well, typically when we have ace 5 times away from queen 3rd, we lead the queen, let it ride, and then we come back again and we do a repeated finesse. That's the way the suit is best played. If you don't understand that, you'll probably think I'll play low to the ace and then a low back to the heart and see if the finesse works. But this is actually considered the best play. In this case, though, there is another factor. Do you see it? The problem is that there's just not a lot of entries to this east hand, is there? So let's take a look and see how our declarer plays it. Calls from a queen of hearts, the standard classic play, tries to let it ride, but the king of hearts, as we spoke earlier, happened to be offside, so the king of hearts scores a trick. And they come back with a spade, since there was another spade in the dummy, and it goes to South's queen, which is then roughed by West. Okay, after roughing the 9 of hearts, we need a play. No entries to the dummy East. Isn't that sad? We would like to do a finesse on either the club suit or the diamond suit, but there's no way to do it. We're going to just have to guess. We're going to go have to ace and then another card in one of these minor suits. And I'm not sure that there's any way to scientifically guess it. So, in this case, declarer plays a ace of diamonds and another diamond, and luckily the king was onside. I suppose they guessed on one and they guessed lucky this time. Let's hope that, North, you kept your cards close to your chest. We're not supposed to look over here, but sometimes when a card does wander, the opponent will see it. And if they do, if it's been carelessly exposed, they can make use of that. So another tip, chest your cards. So they come back with a heart. They didn't want to come back with a spade. There would be a rough and a slough situation. So they said, okay, let's go ahead and play the heart. South, you weren't real happy with that because you're not sure that they were going to be able to finesse it, were they? So at any rate, the only other alternative was to go ahead and play a club, and because they heard the help suit game try, they kind of knew that the king of clubs was going to be onside in South's hand anyway, didn't they? All right, one with the ace of hearts, plays the 3rd heart to draw the final trump, and now they play a high diamond to the 9, and watch this. A low diamond overtaken by the 10. Aha! They found an entry finally, didn't they? That's sometimes something we got to be careful of, is watch to see these spot cards and how we can get an entry. So it's the queen of clubs. They let it ride. The finesse works. They now play a clubs, which is covered. Would have been interesting if we would have had a low club here, but for some reason, this time, South chose to go up. Better would have been to play low. It would have been actually a difficult guess for the declarer. But life is good. The game of bridge is a lot of mistakes on both sides. On trick 12, they cash the heart, and they win the 9 of clubs. So they make 11 tricks. I suppose they still would have made 10 tricks if the South hadn't gone up with the king of clubs. And let's go back and take a look at just a couple things before we close. First, you can see by moving the hearts over here to West, it made North's king of hearts golden, didn't it? so it became onside, and so North had no problem going up to 3 spades, knowing with a nice spade suit, and having the king of hearts on the right side from their perspective. And also the diamond might be, since there was kind of a weakish bid over here behind him this time. It was only 2 hearts with a suit fit. Could have been with 6 points. It wasn't the 5 and dime bid. So these red kings turned out to be quite valuable, didn't they? In fact, let's take a look in the post-mortem. If they went to 4 spades, how many tricks would they go down? They would lose 2 tricks in clubs. They would lose 1 trick in diamond, 1 trick in spade, 1 trick in hearts. Down 2, not bad with neutral vulnerability, 200, 500 versus the declare getting 620, or in this case an over trick, 650. So something to consider. I don't think most mortals would go ahead and go to the 4 level. Certainly Sal shouldn't with this 4-3-3 hand. But because both kings were on side this time, you can see what a big difference it can make. So there's a lot of things on environmental factors that go on the table. We covered some of them. We discussed even the concept of knowing how to do a help suit game try, where you have a fit with partner, 1 heart, 2 hearts. You come back and ask for help in the club suit with a 6 loser. In this case, may have been a 5 loser, but we're not so sure that partner East had that strong a hand. And as you'll recall, there were entry problems getting back to the East hand. While we normally like to play Queen of Hearts and let it ride and come back and try a finesse again, we had a problem getting to the suit. Turned out this King of Spades provided us no value at all. Normally we can do a pitch. This case, with this hand over here in West, no help whatsoever. These things happen, and that's part of the excitement of bridge, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed this session. We finished up our doubles. We finished up the session on environmental factors. I hope you enjoyed it. And we have a new theme coming up. Do you like slams? Do you like Blackwood? Is Gerber your friend? Do you like to Q-bid your aces? Well, we're going to get into some slam bidding in the future. A lot more excitement coming up. You've paid your dues, and it's time to move onward and upward. So thanks for coming. Have a good day playing bridge, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.